Welcome to Forest Gate Community Garden. This is our first video walk in May 2020. Today we will be looking at spring flowers. We begin with these California poppies, a bright yellow flower that will bloom all summer if we keep deadheading them. Nearby are these purple wallflowers. They have been in bloom for much of the spring, their second year of flowering. I wonder how much longer they can go on for. On this table, in the cold frame, we have not a flower, but two additions to our cereal project. Just sown, as maize is a less hardy plant. We have sweet corn, which could grow 8 foot high by September, and its little brother, a dwarf maize, which will have multicoloured seeds on the cob. Here we have forget-me-nots with their tiny blue flowers. We have quite a few of these scattered about the garden. And here by the pond and our door fence are cranesbill, a small flower in the geranium family, very like Herb Robert, a wild flower common in hedgerows. By this bench at the end of our pond is Anchusa, also called alkanet. It's easily mistaken for forget-me-nots with its 5-petaled blue flowers. Anchusa is one of those plants that seeds everywhere, including quite a few places throughout this garden. Early May is bluebell time. We have one or two, but no bluebell wood. You'll have to go to Monster Park for that. Nearby is a dandelion. Dandelions belong to the family Compositae. Each petal is a simple flower. Flowering plants evolved 140 million years ago, near the beginning of the Cretaceous, an age of dinosaurs. Those that are brightly coloured are fertilised mostly by insects attracted by the hues. This roughly oval bed is reserved for wild flowers. Most of the seeds sown a month ago have germinated, and by mid-June we should have a good display of pink campion, wild carrot, poppies, purple toad flax and vetch. All garden varieties were once wildflowers, enhanced by selection and breeding over the centuries. Growing in this tire are chives, which we have allowed to flower. Nearby is wild garlic. The flowers, although white, are very like the bluebell. By our greenhouse we have a clump of marigolds. These orange flowers seem to go on forever. We have quite a few patches of them in the garden. Nearby is a mustard flower, a single one. I wonder how it got here. Many of our plants have been donated, some we bought, and some ended up here either wind-blown, brought by birds, or human visitors. This white flowering herbaceous plant is a perennial stock. At times you can smell it 10 feet away, an odour reminiscent of talcum powder. This is a sedum bed, where the yellow flowering Sedum spatulifolium has been in bloom for weeks. They are ideal for our garden as they need little water and we are solely dependent on rainfall. Sedums are plants of the desert and semi-desert. The thick leaves retain water. In this bed are saxifrage. They are flowers of the mountains, low growing and tough, often grown in rockeries. Our buddleia arch is filling out as the plant grows. It will be 12 feet high by late summer, full of pendulous blue flowers beloved by butterflies. This clump of marigolds is our longest lived flower. We should present it with a certificate, the Forest Gate Community Garden Order of Merit. The trick is to keep deadheading them and new flowers will come. Under the large sycamore we end our walk. Here there is a patch of wild garlic, symbolic of our garden, which combines garden cultivars and wild flowers. We hope you enjoyed today's walk. There will be many more flowers in bloom as we get into the summer months, including those in our wildflower bed. Perhaps by then we can reopen and you can see for yourself Forest Gate Community Garden.